Well, this is just super. It's just great. Thank you so much. I had a question, and then when you were speaking with Seth, the last person in the chair, when you mentioned if we could find, that core grid, the foundational grid that we had before we came into this experience, and you spoke about those words, and then you said if we can find the vibrational essence of that and practice it, then it's sort of like floodgates and wonderful floodgates in the sense of perfect timing and abundance. So I'd like to find out more about vibrational essence and how to tap into that and how to practice that.
The analogy that we've offered most successfully for most years, although it's just an analogy and hard to get your thoughts around what to do, but we're going to start there. Imagine a cork bobbing on the surface of the water, and let's call that tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Let's call that in vibrational alignment with who you are. Cork bobbing on the surface of the water. You can hold that cork under the water, and let's call that negative emotion or resistance. But when you let go of it, it's going to bob right back to the surface. And the point that we've been making with that analogy is it's not that you have to work hard to accomplish it because it's already accomplished. You just have to stop doing so many of the things that you do that cover it up with resistance. So some of the tools are saying to yourself things like, well, be easy. A sort of self-talk, a kind self-talk would be where we would begin. You are hard on yourselves, especially after you decide that you're going to be deliberate creators. The first thing you say is, I create my own reality. How wonderful is that? And then the next thing you say is, I have to create my own reality? I don't really know what I'm doing. And we say, if you will just be easy about it, self-talk yourself. I'm doing just fine, and it's going to be all right. And I don't have to figure it out all at once. And things are unfolding just right for me. And one day at a time is a big one that people are using all over the world, or one step at a time, or wouldn't it be nice if, in the Ask book, there are 22 processes in the back of it, every one of them designed for exactly what you're talking about here. Every process from the first to the last is about reducing resistance. And if we were to take, and perhaps we will, it might be a good thing for a new journal or a new book. Take all of these processes and now apply them to the grid. Because everything that is about lowering resistance is about allowing the grid, which then will fill in. We make it harder than it needs to be. It's this simple. Your vortex is full of stuff you've asked for. You feel good. It'll come in perfect timing. Sometimes it'll be an idea, sometimes it will be an impulse to act, sometimes it will be somebody else saying something, sometimes you get hanging around. Esther's been running around with Tracy, her daughter, and Jeannie, her sister, and Becky, her sister, and it's uncanny how often they say the thing that she is looking for. Or a stranger in Home Depot. In other words, your cooperative components are everywhere all around you. You don't need to be the single-handed mighty creator of your own reality. The grid's filling in with so much help if you'll just chill and let it come. But in your determination to get it right, in your determination to be good, in your determination to dot every I and cross every T, in your determination, and this is the big one, in your determination to find approval from those onlookers who are viewing you, you make it harder than it needs to be.
All that you just said, is that specific to me or in general to all of us?
Specific to you.
Thank you.
And to all of you as well.
Yes. Thank you. I had the questions I had come with were about beliefs. You'd mentioned, I'm sorry.
Beliefs just a thought you keep
thinking. Yes, and I was
it's a grid now, it's a grid now, it's a grid now, it's a spewing now, it's a spewing now. And if you do it enough, then it's so easy to do it that then you call it a belief. Here's what a belief is. Okay. A belief is an offering of a vibration consistently enough that the grid filled in with evidence to support the belief. But you created the grid.
Right.
And you maintained the vibration.
Right.
So it only filled in with things that matched you. So you could pretty much believe anything,
Yes.
and the grid would fill in with evidence, no matter how preposterous it might be.
Yes. And you'd said in the Orlando seminar recently two things. One, that it would be helpful if we could be flexible in our beliefs, and the other, that if we would turn our attention to the beliefs that serve us, and then the ones that don't serve us would dissipate.
Well, by flexible, that's exactly what we mean. Don't be locked into them. Just because you have past evidence of grid filling in doesn't mean anything more than your grid filled in with what you had going on. If you can hear that, then you are unlimited. But it's so interesting to listen to most conversations as you express your opinion, in most cases, your hard-earned opinion. And if we could convince you of one thing today that would really serve you, it's that your hard-earned opinion has become your point of attraction, and that grid's filling in with more evidence of it. So your opinion is just your self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you want to be opinionated and you can't help it, opinionate on things you want.
Okay. That's very helpful. Opinionate on things you want.
Probably a better word for it.
Well,
But do it.
It's good. I like that very much.
Good.
And I have more, but I'm very satisfied with those answers. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.